Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. It's your boy Drae Peyton, the founder of Stay Sharp U, where we turn credit into cash. We're using other people's money. In the last two videos, I went over Equifax and Experian funding sequence. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down TransUnion. So before I get into it, before I pull anything up, make sure when you're running these applications, you are using a private or incognito window for every lender that you're going to be applying to. You don't want to use a regular browser. Trust me. Just use a private window or incognito window for every lender that you're going to be applying to. This is going to help you minimize the tracking of cookies and reduce the inquiries. So they can't see all of the inquiries that you're stacking up because it's a slight pause in between those inquiries. So I'll get into some lenders here in just a second. I'm gonna pull up my screen and share it with you guys. So here's how this sequence is going to work. And this goes for the last videos as well with Experian and Equifax. You want to open all of the applications in a private window. You want to fill out each form. But do not hit submit. So you don't want to submit these immediately after you fill out one application. You want to fill all of them out. And then you want to, once the apps are all filled out, to the final review step, then you want to go back to the first one and submit them all back to back. This is the stack and submit strategy. It's going to give you like a time and edge because the credit bureaus, they often got like a slight, it's like a slight pause or delay before reporting the inquiry. So submitting apps is going to help you reduce how many inquiries lenders can actually see in that time span. So it's going to help you stack up your applications. And then we're going to start with pre-approval. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys. We're going to start with some pre-approvals. Of course, just like I said in the last video, pre-approval, it's the way you want to go. You don't want to just start submitting all these applications. Like we're not trying to do that. So we're going to start with this Apple Card. This Apple Card through Goldman Sachs. And here's the quick hack. I dropped a video on my Instagram giving this out. So I do have a free guide if you need the guide on the step-by-step on how to do this. Some people, they need the extra information. They need the walkthroughs and, the how-tos to actually get through this information. So if you need that, you can text Apple Card in the comments, type Apple Card in the comments, and then I'll make sure I get you over that ebook so you guys can run this Apple Play. So you want to start with an Apple Card, and I'm going to show you how to get this card with no inquiry to your credit report. So you can go to the online Apple store. You're going to add $2,300 to $2,500 worth of products, like a MacBook, AirPods, iPhone. As long as it reaches that limit of $2,300 to $2,500, you're going to proceed to checkout, and you'll be prompted to apply for the Apple Card. This is a soft pull. They're going to give you this card without a hard inquiry at this stage. So you want to, you're going to see this right here. This is your pre-approved. So they're going to tell you, hey, you are approved for this card. After they tell you that you're approved for this card, then you want to come here. You want to go here. TransUnion credit freeze. If you don't have an account with them, I recommend you signing up before you fill out that Apple Card application. Fill this out. Make sure you signed up. Then once you come back over to the Apple Card, type in all your information, you're going to see this screen right here. When this screen pops up, then you want to go to TransUnion and freeze your credit. Freeze it. Once it's frozen, then you can come back to this Apple Card and hit accept. You gonna get no inquiry. So it's gonna be no hard inquiry to your profile. No hard pull. So that's how you're gonna do this. Go to transunion.com, temporarily freeze your credit, then go back to the Apple Card offer. Since your credit is frozen, the hard pull attempt will be blocked, but you'll still get approved for this card. So you'll still get approved for this card with a soft pull. Then you want to wait about 15 minutes after accepting this card, then unfreeze your TransUnion, because we about to get into the rest of the sequence, and you don't want your TransUnion to be locked while you're doing this. So that's how you guys can get the Apple Card. Easy work. Let's move on to the next lender, and we got LightStream. So LightStream is one of my favorite unsecured lenders. So you're going to choose between the used auto loan from a dealer or home improvement loan. When you get down here, you're going to select home improvement. If you have a mortgage on your profile, you can select home improvement. If you don't have a mortgage on your profile, select used auto purchase from a dealer. So that's how you really want to run this. Be smart about this too. If you got a thin profile, you want to start low. Start with like 15 to 25K. Like I said, if your profile is thin, start low. Go higher only if you've had auto loans or similar installment accounts before. So if you've had a 25K, 30K personal loan on your personal credit, then you can up the ante a little bit and shoot for that 50 piece if that's what you need. Because LightStream, they're going to pull your TransUnion, and they may require income verification. So be truthful. Don't overinflate your income here. Don't overinflate your income here. This is a very, very good play. This is a good play. I got a lot of my clients running this. The kind of shift some debt around, restructure the debt is very, very good. If you don't turn in, if you go for the auto loan and you don't turn in the title within 90 days, this will now act as a personal loan with a low interest rate. So that's how you can run this play with LightStream. That's how you can really get the bread and do what you need to do, restructure your debt and things like that. So let's move on. Let's move on, guys. Next, what we got, we have Alliant Credit Union. Alliant Credit Union, they are inquiry sensitive. So you want to hit them early in your sequence. You want to hit them real early in your sequence. Alliant Credit Union, they are inquiry sensitive. And to join this credit union, just donate about $5 to one of their affiliate organizations through the application process. And then once you get your access, you can come in here and you can start applying for these for the products that they have. So some key details real quick. I give y'all some quick data points. Enter 73K as your stated income. Or if you actually make more, put more. But if you don't make at least 73K is a safe number. So y'all can do with that information what you will. They may request proof of income. So again, just keep it honest. If you can, keep it honest, but you can use 73K. That's a sweet spot. And don't tell nobody I told y'all that. So yeah, they have some good products, man. They got some good products. They have some really, really good products. This right here, 0% for 12 months. Crazy. This is what y'all want. You want 0%, and you also want pre-qualified now. This gives you a pre-qualified offer. You want to pre-qualify. I can't preach this enough. Like seriously, you want to pre-qualify for these cards. Stop just applying blindly. That's why I'm going over this information so you guys have the information. So next up, what we got, we have Fidelity. So Fidelity, they have a Visa signature card that you can get. So with Fidelity, before applying, you have to open a Fidelity Brokerage account. So you want to have that Fidelity Brokerage account. It's fast, it's free, and it's necessary to qualify for their Visa signature card. This is a great soft pull, low impact option with solid rewards. This is a good card to have, especially if you have Fidelity already. You can take the cash back that you get and you could transfer it straight into your brokerage account and get to work using that cash back and put that into some more stocks and ETFs or whatever you dabble in on that side. So that's a crazy card to have. Once your account is active with them, go ahead and fill out the pre-qualification. And please remove any credit bureau freezes before applying. That's why I stated earlier in this video, after you run the Apple Card play, don't forget to go back and unfreeze your TransUnion, because this is going to cause you to run into issues on other applications. So you want to unfreeze your credit profile before you move forward with any other apps that I gave you. Next up, let's see what we got. Let's move to Flagstar. So Flagstar is definitely another good institution. They are backed, I believe, by Elon Financial. I think this is another Elon. I think this is another Elon Financial bank. So this is another good one right here. Pre-qualification, 0% APR on purchases and balance transfers for the first 6 months. So it's not 18 months, not 12 months, but 6 months. So you can still carry a balance on this card. So this is a good card to have as well. Remember, you not submitting this just yet. You just pre-filling out, and you going to hold off until the stack is ready to launch. So we'll move on. We'll move on to the next. The next one, what we have Navy Federal. Everybody knows about Navy Federal. Everybody knows about Navy Fed. So they have a pre-qualification offer. So now let's talk Navy. So Navy has a lot of good credit card. They have a lot of good credit card products, guys. They really do. But you want to be careful when you're applying for these cards. If all of these cards pop up during your pre-qualification, you don't want to just shoot for this card right here. The Visa Signature Flagship card, this is the biggest card that they have. This card right here goes up to 80K. That's Navy Fed's max exposure is 80K. I recommend you applying for this platinum card right here or the cash rewards card. Both of those cards are good cards to apply for starter cards with Navy Federal. It's like I said, it's a good institution, but everybody think Navy Fed is like the best damn bank in the world. Like, I mean, it's a pretty solid institution. I'm not gonna hold you, but it's a lot more credit unions. That's why I'm exposing y'all to more credit unions, because it's other credit unions that's giving out the bag too. So don't just think, oh, I can't get in the Navy Federal. Like, it's other credit unions. Just go join the American Consumer Council. Like we talked about it already. The American Consumer Council will bless you with credit unions that's not in your footprint. And they have similar products to what Navy Fed offers. So y'all can run these plays through different credit unions. That's why we're talking about all this stuff, guys, to help you out, to help you run through this. So that's Navy Federal. I'll move over to Rocket Loans, and then I'll come back to Navy Federal as well. I'll talk a little bit more about them. If you're looking to buy a vehicle or if you need capital fast, Rocket Loans is another smart option. So this is another smart option right here, guys, is Rocket Loans. They offer so with Rocket Loans, they will fund so with Rocket Loans, they will fund this money directly into your account without asking for a title. If you're going for an auto loan, same as LightStream, very similar to Navy Fed, I'm gonna get into. You can go for a loan with them, and if you don't turn in the title, this will transfer into a personal loan. So it's going to make it usable for business funding, people that's in trucking and real estate, or even just general expansion of your business. You can take these funds and put it to work, and it's not going towards your utilization because it's installment debt. We'll get into that on another video, but that's how you really want to run this, man. That's how you want to run this, and you can really run up a bag and really start to blow your business up, even without leveraging your business side. So that's how you can really run these plays, man. Be strategic when you're doing this stuff. Like I said, you're not gonna get approved for every single card on the list, and you can come back. You can run the same play with Navy Federal. So you can run the same play with Navy. So you can go to the auto loans. Boom, here you go. Apply for the new or used auto loan. You want to do so with Navy Fed, it's the same thing. If you don't turn in the title, it's going to turn into a personal loan. I believe it's after 90 days now. So after 90 days, if you don't turn in that title, that auto loan will act as a personal loan. That's big time. So please remember to unfreeze your credit after you do the Apple Card method. Before you begin the rest of the sequence, unfreeze your credit. Have supporting documents ready in case you need them. Pay stubs, IDs, utility bills, in case lenders, they ask for verification. In case they do ask for it, some of them they will, some of them they won't. Like I said, you be strategic, stick to this sequence. Timing is key to maximizing your approvals while minimizing the inquiry impact, because that's why we're doing these soft pulls, to limit the amount of inquiries you get and why you're building out your profile. So that's why we're doing these. So if you follow this step by step, you're going to be stacking up some high limit approvals that can be used to, build out your profile. And later on, it's going to transfer into comparables that you use to get business credit. And then once you get the business credit cards, now you can grow your business, invest in real estate, build a fleet, or simply use that capital just to leverage for future plays. So if you found this breakdown helpful, please, please like this video, comment, subscribe to the channel. I'm dropping more game just like this. I'm coming with some more heat soon. I'm Drae Peyton. Stay sharp, stay funded. I see y'all in the next video.